Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a crease. It's Ford. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Hokey, 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 high, tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Dances away. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Working that left side now. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, 1st quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Blackburn. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hokie! Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Brown wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most danger.
Oh, he wants it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Gets away from one, finds some space. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Brown will throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinal. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Going up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Brown wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Now adjusting. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this.
Going to take a shot. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Hokie! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're trying to get to him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running it to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's out past the 35. Bounced off his feet. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now on second down. Might as well stick with him. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the... There's no need to... But this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Brown will throw it. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much first.
And the ball is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The give to the single back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's looking for a man on second down. Grab near the marker. It's 4. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Touchdown, Stanford! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. He'll let one go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Heat. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. First down for this offense. Brown wants to pass. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Blackburn. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. That could be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Hokies pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to this.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. These corners going to give these receivers some space.
The pass is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Brown will throw it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
It's now 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 15. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no